Hi guys, you found Tunist coming at you with a Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. I'm gonna be completely honest, don't know what the gameplay is right now, but that really doesn't matter. I actually had to map this here commentary out. I usually don't script these things, but right now I have to, because there's a lot on my mind, there's a lot I have to say, and this just makes it easier for me. It's about end of the line. You probably know how this is going to go. It's not going to be an uber rant video. I'm going to not try and be too negative, but I'm just going to jump right into it here. People used to joke about TF2 becoming a hat simulator with an FPS minigame on the side. People still do. I sure as hell did. All the time. It's funny, really, because now, to Valve, it seems like it's actually becoming that. At least right now it is. I mean, this update, I think, is safe to say, is the worst one that TF2 has ever received. And it's in part that the update itself was obviously not very good, and the anticipation that this was going to be the greatest update to happen to TF2 in years. But it wasn't. This update was an insult to TF2 players everywhere. I mean, I can't think of any self-respecting, intelligent TF2 player I know that would think it's fun to pay $5 of their hard-earned money to track imaginary ducks for literally no reason. I mean, what? What was that? It's not even like a gimmick that you pay for a certain item that is perceivably useless, but you can then craft into another item, like when killstreak weapons were added. If you pay money to pick up an item every time you get a kill in TF2, you are paying for absolutely nothing. With killstreak weapons, at least, when you put that money into something that was perceivably useless, eventually you got something out of it. You still bought a product, but in a different way. It's nothing with the duck thing. You pay nothing for... Yeah, you pay something for nothing, not nothing for nothing. And people are just profiting off of it. Does Valve honestly think we're stupid enough to admire someone and believe that they are a better player than you just because they paid $5 to collect virtual ducks? No! I think that person is wasting their money, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. I mean, the money goes to the crew that made the end of the line update, which I guess is good, but honestly, I'm not paying my money for something so monumentally stupid. I'm just not. The end of the line update was terrible. Snowplow, the map, was the only thing I liked. Everything else sucked. Except the movie, I guess, was alright, but really, I didn't care for it too much. But, I mean, at least they didn't try... I didn't like it because it had no dialogue, right? But, I mean, it's a community-made, like, movie. I'm kind of happy they didn't have any dialogue, because if they tried to do the voice acting themselves, that would be horrible. Because I've seen some people try to impersonate the Heavy in those Source Filmmaker movies, and it's so bad. But whatever, I'm not going to go into that. So, I kind of want to talk about something that may not be as common as a problem concerning the update, but it's a problem that will wind up infecting Team Fortress 2, if not taken care of. I actually meant to make a commentary concerning this issue as a standalone, like, video thing a long time ago, but with what Valve has recently stated, I feel now is a very appropriate time for me to say this. So here it is. Valve has recently stated that the reason they didn't include Snowplow, which was the new map in the End of the Line update, and what I consider to be the only good thing in the update, they didn't add it as an official map, and the reason they claim they didn't do that was, and I quote, "It's too hard for new players." I don't know what the actual reason is for them not including Snowplow is, but the one they gave us is bullshit. I don't believe that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, hell, I don't know. It might be true. But if it is, that was an incredibly misguided decision. This has been on my mind for a long time now, but how is it rational to say the map is too hard? Think about it. I mean, we were all new to TF2 once, right? I started playing it 3 years ago, a couple months before the Pyromania update. The spring of 2012, I believe, I started playing it. Or 2011. I don't exactly remember when it was. I've been playing TF2 for almost 3 years now. But think about it. If new TF2 players are never actually exposed to the real game, and instead have the game dumbed down and nerfed just so they will have an easier time, how can you ever expect them to get better at the game? You can't. They would just get used to the new way of playing, and then the experienced players would be miserable. This has been used by other beloved companies that, of mine and yours, such as Nintendo. They've recently, like, started nerfing certain characters in Smash Wii U and 3DS, the ones that people consider to be overpowered, and thankfully enough, that game is still great, just like TF2. I was a little upset with some nerfs, but whatever, I'm not going to go into that. Continuing on, though, players will never get better if they are never allowed to have the experience. Think about this, like, okay, as a heavy, I should probably avoid going down this main sightline, because then a sniper might snipe me. I'll instead go an alternate route. That's experience. That's learning how to play the game. They learned, they evolved from what they have done. They made a mistake before, and now they know how to be better and avoid that mistake. But Valve now, in the very same situation, would apparently say, oh gee, it seems it's too difficult for new players to make it through that sightline without getting sniped. Well, I better put a wall there! Why, though? Why, though? All they would have accomplished in that situation is make it easier for the new player to avoid becoming good, while at the same time have provided a crappier experience for the experienced player, who was only playing the game using the strategies he has acquired from years of TF2. How do you expect someone to become better at something if you keep changing things to fit his or her needs? I personally think this reflects on society and certain people in our youth today very well, but I'm not going to go into that. Continuing on, though, I can tell you what I have just previously said is completely true from first-hand experience. I have been kicked off of, and one time have been just straight-up banned from playing on servers. I'm pretty sure they were all Valve servers, but I'm not exactly sure. I mean, because I usually play on Valve servers. But I've been banned once and kicked off of several times, mainly within the past couple of months, because I've been accused of hacking. It's like I can't top tier on a server anymore. I never hack TF2. I don't know how to hack Team Fortress. I'm not a hacker. I don't even know how to code. So, like, how would I know how to hack? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, instead of players thinking, okay, I got beat. Let's analyze the situation and find out how I can make that scenario not happen again, and maybe I can beat him. That's not what they do. They say, wow, that was bullshit. That guy's clearly hacking. That's the only way somebody could possibly beat me. I'm a self-absorbed jackass. Blah, 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 blah. Why? Because that's easier than actually having to learn something new. That's why. It's easier to just accuse the person of cheating when they're not cheating as an excuse as to why you got beat. It's shameful. The way I got good at TF2? Well, I just went in and I played the game. I just went in and I played the game, and people killed me in various ways, and I learned not to do that, and to do that, and just how to play the game. But it's like Valve's not letting people do that anymore with their apparent philosophy on this map. Maybe they just didn't want to make it official because, like, that would mean they would have to, like, cut part of the profits with, you know, the makers of the map, rather than just have it be a standalone map and have, like, them not receive any money. I don't know. But it's shameful. It's just flat out shameful. So, yeah. Valve fucked up. Big time. But think about it. They've always been good to us. They messed up now, and although it may seem that they have become incredibly corporate and have become solely for profit, and are now treating and considering us to be a bunch of brainless shitheads running around in a game generating money for them, you have to have faith that they will bounce back. There's no point to life if you don't have faith in something or someone good. You may have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that has treated you immensely well in the past and cares for you greatly, but say they mess something up by, say, I don't know, accidentally breaking something you own. Would you dump them on the spot? I wouldn't. I would remember all the good times. And just hope for those good times to come back and see if I can make them come back. Valve has been good to us. And I hope and pray that future updates will bring them back to their former glory in the eyes of us all. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. This is just something I had to get off my chest. I'm sorry, but whew, there it is. I really just wanted to draw my soul out. Spread the message, share this video, share other TF2 YouTubers' videos about the end-of-the-line update. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say anymore. That was a speech I just gave. I'm sorry. I'm rambling on now. Holy crap. I am so sorry. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me if you listen to this entire thing. I appreciate it immensely. Like and subscribe if you did in fact enjoy this video. That also means a lot to me. And I will see you later.